Hey guys, welcome to Moore's Family Outdoors. By the way, we appreciate all the guys subscribing to our channel in the last week. We've had a little flood of subscribers and we're almost to 100. I think we're at 97. Is that right, Josh?
Yes, sir.
We need 3 more to get to 100. We'd love to have more than that. And once we get to 100, we're going to start shooting for probably 500, and maybe and ultimately we'll try to get to 1,000 down the road. But 100 is a nice little mile marker, and if you would, you take a few seconds and just subscribe to our channel. If I know a lot of you guys just watch videos and don't subscribe. It only takes a few more seconds to subscribe. Today I want to talk to you about Ameraucanas. They've become very popular in the last 10, 15 years. When I was a teenager, I'm 54, but I remember when I was a teenager, Murray McMurray came out with Ameraucanas, and the story about, I think it was explorers that found them in Chile or South America somewhere. They were rumpless, had no tails, had big puffy beards, real small, ladies green and blue eggs. I think they advertised blue, green, and pink eggs. And I thought that was crazy, and I actually ordered some as a kid, and they were okay. They were kind of small, but they've really improved the Ameraucanas over the last 40, 50 years. A lot of other breeds have bred Ameraucanas into them. Silver Ruds, I believe. There's the Easter Eggers, which is the Moran crossed with the Ameraucana, which lays, actually that's what this is, that's a green egg. Josh, help me remember, what's the one that's the auto-sexing from England?
Cream leg bar.
Cream leg bar is a very popular one, and we actually have a rooster at the other farm that I have where I keep my hogs at. That's a real popular breed. So they've bred the Ameraucanas into a lot of other breeds. They've also bred them and got them bigger. So they're a really cool breed to have, a very unique, and the Ameraucanas were a real novelty when they came on the scene about 40 years ago. But they are really, they've become a novelty and really turned into a real prolific layer. They've really improved on them, and they're a really fun, unique breed to have. At one time people said that, you know, the blue eggs had more protein, they were better for you and everything. I don't think that's true. I think no matter if it's brown, white, chocolate, blue, green, olive, whatever, all the eggs are pretty much the same on the inside. Kind of like people. Everybody looks different on the outside, but when you get down to it, we're all the same on the inside. We're all the same human beings. But anyway, we're gonna stop here. We're gonna try to catch one of the hens, and we're gonna come back in a second. We're gonna show you, get a close-up view of what they look like. I wanted to catch one of our Ameraucana hens just to show you a closer-up view of what they look like, some of their features. She really has a lot of the features of the old style Ameraucana, except she does have a tail. Most of them, I say 75% of them have a muff or a beard, and we've just hatched some chicks off of her, crossed back with the Jersey Giant, and that trait is dominant. Blue eggs are dominant, the pea-comb is dominant, the beards are dominant, and she has a tail, but the original Ameraucanas looked more like that. They didn't have tails, but they did kind of change them and breed some other chickens into them, and she does have a tail. They're not I'd say small to medium size chicken, about the size of a leghorn, maybe a little bigger than a leghorn. But you know, to be a novelty breed, they're pretty prolific layers. She'll lay 200 to 250 eggs a year, and they lay a medium size, occasionally a large egg, but most of their eggs are medium size. But they have a pea comb, a whitish pink earlobe. By the way, the earlobe will often tell you what color eggs they lay. A brown egg layer will have a red earlobe. A white egg layer will have a white earlobe. There are some exceptions to that rule, but for the majority of the time, that does prove to be true. Ameraucanas come in all different colors. People over the last several years have bred different colors like lavender Ameraucanas, barred rock Ameraucanas, black ones, white ones, you know, they come in different colors. But the true Ameraucanas just come in different hodgepodge, different colors. But anyway, the roosters too are fairly meaty, so they make a decent meat bird if you ever decide to eat. If you have a surplus of Ameraucana roosters, you can eat them. There's a fair amount of meat on them. They do have green legs, and so yeah, that's the Ameraucana. If you've never have had any, I recommend trying to get a few, and they're available at about any hatchery or feed store that you know, like Tractor Supply. They'll have Americanas quite often. So I just want to make one little mention here that Josh and I have always talked about wanting to breed our own variety or breed of chicken, and we came up with the idea of maybe crossing the Jersey White Giant, or the Giant, it doesn't have to be the white one, back with the Ameraucana to get bigger eggs, bigger birds, and have more of a dual purpose breed than just what we have right here. So we have our first chicks are on the ground. They're actually at the school where I teach. I teach ag at South Florence High School in Florence, South Carolina. And we have some chicks on the ground. They've inherited their Jersey White Giant and Ameraucana cross. They've inherited the peacomb, they've inherited the green legs, which the Giants have green legs too, and they've inherited the beards. So I'm hoping that they're going to look a lot like the Ameraucana, but much bigger. So we will keep you posted on how that project goes. If you want some Ameraucana crosses, or maybe even some pure Americanas, notify us. We'll probably have some available during the spring and summer. Maybe even some hatching eggs, I'm not sure. But notify us, we'll see what we can do to help you out. And I appreciate you watching, and thank you very much. Bye. Appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you on the next channel. Thanks.